evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Starting!
To every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Okay, last one, relax.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
The hell, where is it?
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough.
Are you saying that advances have cured death?
Hell yeah.
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
To every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough. I cannot believe you.
Are you saying that advances have cured death?
Jog off.
How? Oh, there you go.
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
To every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
I'm toast.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
And have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough. I cannot believe you.
Are you saying that advances have cured death?
Jog off. Still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
To every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
F it. That's fine.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Bro, I can't see your chat. If you're in here, give me a second.
The people never happy. It's never enough. I cannot believe you.
Are you saying that advances have cured death?
Jog off. We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
It's gotta be somewhere. Oh, there it is. Damn. Can I pop out the chat, please? Oh, there it is. Nope, and that's fine. Alright, cool.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you. Friends,
This one, I would rather pop out the chat if possible.
you say.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough.
Alright, send it to TikTok, and we're like about to start this bad boy. We're only getting started.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What the F is going on here?
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Refresh that baby. Now we're talking.
And
Oh, what the hell?
and have confidence that the team will keep you
Y'all
safe.
thought y'all were slick. There you go.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy.
Alright, so who's ready, bro? I think I'm finally getting somewhere.
Cannot believe you, Helen. Are you saying that
Closing that one.
death?
Go live on TikTok, and we're going. We're gone.
We're still vassals, slaves. We're just
We don't need that. We need this one.
We're only getting started.
Good evening. I'm
We could pop out TikTok, I think. Where the fuck did he go?
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Why would I need all that? Hell yeah.
Well, that's a very blunt.
Closing. What is this live performance? Get out of my face right now. There you go, pop out chat. We're getting somewhere.
And have confidence that
Hell yeah, who's ready to play this game? Okay, maybe last thing. No. That one.
Cannot believe you, Helen.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
We're still vassals, slaves. We're just in prettier cages.
Oh my goodness. We're only getting started.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones.
What the hell's this? You close the dockable window. If you like, show it again. Da, da, da. Menu bar. Okay. Thanks, brother. I do always get lost. Okay, one last one. I guess I gotta see.
What a wild ride this has been.
Which one am I in? I'm in Jahani TV. Now I need Jahani.
A very blunt question.
advance is lying to you.
I also don't. What's up, 12 a.m. Cisco?
Friends,
Hell yeah. What's up, y'all? Say hi. Say hi.
that the team will keep you safe.
What the fuck? Can you stop playing this shit right now?
But now you start to see it. The people never
What's up, Kyler?
never enough.
Okay, I'm just gonna start this bad boy.
Cannot believe you, Helen.
Are you saying that Advance
And then
death?
We're gonna try our luck. Sup? Sup? Oops. What up, football boy?
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
There you go.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Joe.
I'm gonna throw them all. Sup, sup, sup. I have one last one, but why is this not starting right here? Play. Oh, okay, campaign. We're gonna go Jahani TV. I don't know what that means, but I can't be a showrunner yet. Broadcasted, recommended. Here we go.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
What the F? What's up, y'all? What's up, Noah? What's up, guys? Everyone's chilling. What a random game. Have you guys ever played this game? Butt joined. I waved that butt. Your daily crash. Oh, shiza. What is this? Say hi. It's, while it's loading, I'll play, It's the only way I could see. Oh. Sorry about that.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, now I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
Okay, it can't be too hard.
The screens.
Gotta find out.
Right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the number.
That's pretty fun.
On the vision mixer.
Let me know if everything's chill. What's up, guys? What's up, Is?
I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for
They look like a broadcaster or what?
Unfortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk.
Coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching.
What the hell do I do? Look down.
You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Not one to miss.
What the hell?
9 p.m. Sit back and relax with multiple award-winning TV, The Freedom of Billy Collin, taking us all the way up to 11:15.
When you get the signal,
Hilarious.
select screen 1 with the vision mixer.
Hey, what's up? Who's in there, Rizvin? Thank you. How can I like you?
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I should.
Wow, thanks for the likes. It says real time. Who's even in here? I appreciate that. Say what's up.
It's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good
Okay.
evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Mate, you're not broadcasting anything. We're on air and you haven't selected a screen. Okay, all good. Next thing is going to be the throw to the news title.
This is crazy.
There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
And corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar.
Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated.
What is he?
And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic...
Right, button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3, 2, 1.
National Nightly News.
Lovely, mate. Next thing is the throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
What the hell? What's up, OMD Dex? Man, what am I gonna... When that finishes...
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's...
Look how good I am, bro. You guys like my new job? What's up, Rigo?
Time, mate. Keep your eye on the
How's it look and sound?
Use that slider that's flashing or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies.
Hurry up, mate. We're losing audience. Little knob or scroll wheel.
All concerned to
This
see
is-
Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary
Right, it's
Jeffrey
going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
It's pretty lit, isn't it?
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Deals, crazy pre-Christmas sofa and chair deals.
What is going on?
We don't care.
That's the same policy we use with you.
Red sofas, great cushions. We've got a grey sofa. We've got a great sofa. In a grey, a brown, a pink, a yellow, a purple. Neil's deals are unreal. You've got people coming.
Wicked. We've made it to the first app.
I don't even know what I did right now, but it
This is
worked.
where it starts getting a bit tricky.
Oh my, I'm so...
This next sequence
No,
is
why
what
is
we
this
call a
playing?
multi-cam sequence because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's the
Hell yeah, thanks, Rigo.
1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking.
Why did do that?
Don't stay on the same
No,
shot
hell
for too
no.
long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep
What's
it
up?
interesting.
What's up?
3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking.
Okay, that's
Stick to
fine.
these rules and you'll be fine.
Oh.
It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Try and stay ahead, mate.
Coming back from the break.
So what should I do, bro?
Studio.
Oh, not there.
So much. 10 seconds, everybody.
This is hilarious. Can you guys hear it?
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome
Screen
back to
1,
the
Jeremy.
National News.
Screen 1.
Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen.
This is...
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
Oh, shit.
None other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch
the...
to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us?
Screen 2 now, screen 2. Right,
Yeah.
now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
I suck,
Wow,
bro.
what was that like?
What do you want me to do?
Well, as I
Say what's
said
up,
to
thank you.
The Rat. That's Peter
What?
Jensen, the director. Do you?
It's reaction, lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Several movies, all terribly
Thunder
successful.
twat it is.
Peter, what a
I like it. I can just press the buttons.
And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Get back to who's talking.
Saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an
Get on
academic.
the speaker, mate.
Absolutely right.
What speaker, dude?
Was that a
Too long on this, mate.
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet.
I forgot.
That was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that's a love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actress.
Oh, I see. I should keep my eyes there.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan.
You like that? You like that?
Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed.
Been on that shot a bit long.
That's how it feels, doesn't it?
Remember the 10-second rule.
Shit.
Giving. Suffering.
Audience is getting bored, mate.
For one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people.
I was
that
trying to
inspire.
find my Facebook.
The little people.
God damn.
But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
There.
Cut back to the
I
person
was trying to
talking.
find my
We're in
Facebook.
for some
What the hell?
change.
Get back to who's talking.
I know. I was pressing the wrong button.
Historic election.
There. Keyboard.
Get on the speaker,
What the
mate.
hell? Don't tell me what to do. I know. I was pressing the wrong
Indeed,
button.
historic is the word. Well,
Keyboard.
difficult, isn't it? Very difficult.
What the hell?
I think
Don't tell
I've
me what
always
to
been
do.
quite clear that when it comes to
Mix it up
politics,
a bit, eh?
that one should always strive to.
Like, oops. No. Oh man.
Oh, well, don't worry, you won't do it again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Like,
Which opens
oops.
next
No.
week.
Oh
Right,
man.
swap the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock,
This is funny, isn't it? What the?
that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
This is funny, isn't it?
Oh,
What
looks
the?
like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold
Oh
down
shit,
the
sorry.
mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now
Yikes.
switch the frequency back by dragging left.
Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
What do you mean? Okay, well, it had to happen sometime. That was not easy. How many of these babies do I have? Oh, the other YouTube shit. Where art thou, other YouTube? There you go. No, that's not. What's up, Brigo? This shit is crazy, bro. I already failed one time. That's fine, that's fine. No. What would be more effective is this bitch right here. Alright, who's ready, man? This time we're gonna do it for real. I was watching, oh, that's crazy. You were, oh, it's horizontal on Twitch, obviously, but I don't know if... Okay, leave that. Now I can see my 6 chats, dude. I'm trying to pay attention, it's not easy. Okay, this one I'm really going for it. What's up, TikTok? What up, Manny? Let's go, Rigo. Retry from checkpoint. Okay.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate, but this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead.
Okay, you guys ready to see my new job?
We're coming back.
How's the audio? Should I adjust anything? We go.
Thank you so much.
Like, I have mic, I have gameplay. I don't think music's playing.
4, 3.
Welcome back to the National News. Later, we'll be hearing from
Man,
the
they-
shock election winners advance.
I already fucked up.
But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
I do hope you believe me when I tell you.
Oh, you like that you hear me over the other guy, but you can hear the other guy.
Wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Which is for?
Dedicated, yes.
Wow,
So
what was
funny.
that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap. He really is.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
Movies, all terrible.
Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Back to Thunder Twat.
This has been. And you know what, Megan?
Okay, I'm glad you can hear it.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Get back to who's talking.
Saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one.
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others.
Been on that shot a bit long.
For freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop
Nailed it, dude.
if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure.
Get on the speaker, mate.
I start watching the show and I forget, bro.
That is a beautiful
Too
question,
long on this, mate.
and not easy to answer.
It's a game, you know that? It's not just a video. Shit.
Afraid.
Cut back to the person talking.
And I will bleed.
You mean the game video?
That's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire.
Nailed it.
The little people.
It's tough for a first
But
level.
most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well.
Oh.
Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, that one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Oh, it's at the red.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Wow, nailed it, bro. If that's not...
Studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
Dragging right.
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
How is that a fail? I'm gonna throw this, bro. This is the first level. It's too hard. Did anyone understand what that was? Yeah. Unbelievable. Here we go again, but fine. Retry from checkpoint, dude. Go, 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 go. There's so many easier games. I thought Fortnite would be harder than this. Day one, the election.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate.
No, I'm not.
This next sequence is what we
I'm literally not doing well.
Because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long.
Let's look at this.
10 seconds at the most. So
Hell
if
yeah,
you're
let's look at this
the
girl.
person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Crazy Neil's got crazy deals.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Yo, 1 sec. Yo, this is the last straw. It's a little too much. Okay, here we go. Give me my keyboard, bro. Give me the chats. Okay, who's ready to see this? Let's go, Michael. Let's go, Michael. We're playing a game here.
Thank you so much. 10 seconds, everybody.
We got it. You want it. You want it. We got
I got the music on F it, or should I turn the music off? I guess.
Welcome back to the match.
Jeremy!
Later, we'll be hearing from the shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh my dear,
Go to 3, go to 3!
that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
There you go.
Yes.
They want to see that girl.
What's that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Thunder twat. Gets me every time.
I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role.
This is a tough job. I'm 30 minutes in,
Sergeant
and I
Brock
suck.
Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
So sweet of you to mention it. But I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for...
Come on. Go up. Hell yeah.
Oh, that is a beautiful question.
Get back to who's
Not
talking.
easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience.
I guess so.
I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change.
Well, this really is a tough job, man.
What do you make of
That's why they
this
pay the big
historic
bucks.
election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election results.
Why are they marking me off?
Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear.
Been on that show a bit long.
Politics. That one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with
I
swearing.
think I got that.
Which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let
This
Megan
guy says it. He doesn't want me to do it right away.
Is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
I would have held on or even longer,
Looks
but
like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
oh, the alt works better.
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
I see. Man, this is... Why is that?
Jubbly, mate. Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Oh.
Drowning, Lance, you said.
Need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
This is not... I mean, it's easy, but technically.
This formula, this is the key.
Bloody perfect, mate.
Finally. That's a dope
We have to ask ourselves.
Australian guy saying I did a good job. Alright, Mr. Rigo. What was that? What?
Mate, get an add-on or we'll get fired. Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master
2 seconds,
screen.
okay.
When someone says a naughty word,
What's up, y'all?
button lights up.
What
like
up, TikTok?
2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things.
Way
at
better
once.
with keyboard.
Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
And after a nice day exploring, Bomley, you can relax.
Mate, if you don't turn up the broadcast volume, you won't be able to time your bleeps. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down. Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Seriously, we've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Interesting.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to advance headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit,
it,
it's
Pat.
pissed.
Shall I start?
Get ready to
Okay.
bleep.
Thank you all for coming.
Get ready to bleep.
Thank you all for coming. And, well,
This is the funniest game.
They said we couldn't do it.
Remember the 10-second rule.
Every dirty low-down lying dirty low-down lying against Southern. But you,
Be nice.
you saw right through there. You saw
I'm
right
sorry about the
through
language
there.
there.
Sorry.
Hilarious.
I've had a couple of celebrations. Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebrations. Coarser than the grown is funny. Coarser than the
Memorably put. Memorably
down a
put.
bit
But to be
longer,
honest,
mate.
who can
I
blame
see.
Peter for celebrating? Who can blame
Get
Peter
off the
for
speaker,
celebrating?
mate.
Man, this
Advance are not a political party. Advance are not a political That is what you have when things are going well. That is what you have when things are going well. You don't need
I have to play by ear,
You
dude.
need a party. A team that can change things. A team.
Leave a comment.
But today is day one.
And I'll look
of a
after.
new day, is day one
Oh,
of a
yeah.
new future, fairer future. A better. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. For them the party's over. They shouldn't be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks. On and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, not inaccurate, but not before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers.
Man, I'm playing by ear.
Wealth Act. To pass the working with the tax office, we have produced working with the tax office. Every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this. Probably you
Here we go.
Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community. Are not welcome in their
Tomorrow
gated
we will be
community.
introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore. No more hiding wealth offshore. Creative accounting. Trust funds or creative accounting. Unavoidable set of taxes.
All you bastard public school snobs have got no way.
Oh my. You can't text on this job, dude.
We
Mo.
revoke today. We revoke your passport.
It's okay, audience is still up there.
You want to leave like you threatened before the election. First, fine. You're going to pay first. You're going to pay back.
Too long, this mate.
To turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into warring individuals to properly fund health and education, to properly fund to raise health the living standards of us, to raise the living standards of us
said we'd have to raise billions. We'd have to raise
What?
When we've reclaimed what's ours, when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute. So to you, posh.
Too early.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs, to serve them drinks in their children you raise, the people whose children you raise.
It's not too bad.
Have this.
First day on the job.
Have this to say to you. We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards and your mansions and your vineyards. We will put the wealth of this country.
I hate that I'm hearing both.
This country back in the hands of
Do I have to hear the double, bro?
the people who created it.
Today.
Yes. It ends today. It ends and tomorrow today. We'll start making it fair again. We'll start making it like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, and until then, ladies and gents, we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Hilarious. I couldn't do it.
Acceptance speech there from the interesting acceptance speech and our apologies for the fruity language. And our apologies for the fruity language. Bleach out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, as the country braces itself this evening at the National
Missed my opportunity.
We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage.
What up? No, you don't. What did you say, Soup Game? What is that about?
Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful.
And we're out. Good job, everybody. Same again tomorrow. Good job, everybody. Same again tomorrow. 4 times on the board. So, some old boring politics then.
It's some weird feeling.
Looks like you've got it now.
Man, I almost threw the whole level away because I didn't put a commercial on.
Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
What you mean, Soup Game? I don't know which.
This is reality. This is the story.
Broadcast complete. Challenge room unlocked. Interesting.
The Elysian Fields, but you ended up filleting Satan for the salty crumbs. It's happening here. It's happening now, and it's all happening right in front of you. I'm Alan James.
Alan James is one of the country's most controversial columnists and speakers.
And they're going to take your poor sweet grandma, and you're never going to see those dribbling dentures again. Oh, grandma, look at their faces. That's not what cows look like. You call it the stock market. I call it the stuck market. Because it's
Nice.
just another poll they've stuck up our collective. I don't care if he was once your nephew, Cameron.
And I could just.
He's standing in the way of the truth.
Now, Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, is coming to your city.
I'm Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, the gospel according to Alan James, and the Alan
Next to the censor bar, there are 2 up, down. Mabibobbers. What's up, NZ Mound? Should I continue? It's Sweet Tooth, by the way. Oh, Sweet Tooth. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad I posted on IG. And you can turn down the one on the right to remove double. Dude, how do you know this game, dude? Shouts out to you. Hey, I wanna, I have coffee waiting downstairs. Let me go do that. But, the fact that you know this is wild. And I'm glad you found the post. Because, I don't know. I figured maybe somebody will. Horrible, by the way. First day on the job. This is it. Dude, did you really tell me about... You fucking did probably... I mean, you obviously did tell me about Alpha Broadcast. I just I mean, obviously I forgot a little, but I believe you. I just would have thought I, you know, just stumbled upon it. But, no, that rings a bell, dude. You're a G for that. You're a very inspired young man. How's it going over there? Yeah. I definitely remember. Well, I mean, what can I say? I'm a little, you know, so I do I know you're right. Should I continue? What is this? More info. That's so dope. What made you even play this? Because for me, obviously, it's a little bit of... I was taking the classes anyway, you know? How's the stream looking on your end? It's going good. How's it going for you? It's going fine, man. I'm doing my best. What can I say? I want to just keep making stuff, but I figured finally I'm playing this. I bought it probably back then when you were talking about it, and I told you I probably bought it. And then obviously I got a couple more things, but yeah, I probably bought this for like, dare I say, like $2 sale. But what can I say? Sometimes I can't get every game unless that is the case, because there's a lot of cool stuff out there. What is this? What the hell? Oh, okay, it is working. Sweet Tooth, let me go drink my coffee. I'll be back. Like 2 minutes. Hell yeah, dude. This stream is now for you. Yeah, I just downed a quick, I guess, Armenian espresso, if you want to call it that, or Whatever. But here we go. I'm gonna give it another shot. But I'll be in here once you dip out. I'll dip out too. But if you want, stick around for one more. But you don't have to. I might as well do one more though, since I already set up stream. I have it going on. Is that supposed to happen? Please do not feed the monkeys. What's that? What's please do not feed the monkeys? Okay, you have received a slight dock to current wealth, crippling debt. Hilarious. So what else do you want? What the hell? Okay, here we go.
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
The boss thinks I'm a dumbass. Spy cam detective game. You would be playing a spy cam detective game. That's dope. Archive, hilarious. Is it supposed to be stuttering like this? Or is that just me? For some odd reason. Because I'm gaming on a separate computer, so there's no reason it should be overloaded. I'm guessing it's a game. Archive, broadcast. What do you want me to do? Rushes? No. What? My game's bugging, huh? Why would it do that? It's coming out of here. What is it? Huh? Yes. No, it's a fire. Very weird. That only happens sometimes, but whatever. Okay, what do you want me to... Click here, click there. What do you want me to... There you go. Load it.
Well, in a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old...
So should I skip through this bad boy?
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson will be grilling his guests.
There I go. Yeah, why didn't we...
Click on rushes and let's have a look at those.
Oh, I see. Thanks, bro.
This is the rushes route. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can do any
It is bugging.
so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Let me try one thing here. Probably throw that baby on. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Okay, then we're gonna... Now what? I still have to get out of here? Continue? There you go. What up, Castle Camilla? Yeah, it's horizontal on Twitch, obviously. Day 3 of work already. I'm kidding. This. Dun, 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 dun. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to your new coworkers. No, I don't. That could be dangerous. Be productive. Get to work immediately. That's gotta be it. A colleague in a different department has confided in you. It's already stressful, by the way. I don't know how much more I can take today. Help your colleague cover their violation. Minor importance has gone missing. Recommend that your colleague reports it. Promise your colleague that you won't tell anyone. Report the violation to... Well, I gotta tell the supervisor this. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would leave work on time. Stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline. Leave work early, head to the pub, chat about the changes with colleagues. Leave work early and head home to see your family. What do you think? No one? Anyone? Ideas? Okay. Your boss has put new place. No, hell no. I'm leaving work on time, cousin. Oh, I said and get to my family. Shit. You and your family have been invited. Are you looking forward to enjoying something? Company bringing you and your family. Is this part? This is also part of the game. Go if you're free, but wouldn't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent content this year. There you go, I guess. Always pay attention during these reading parts. They will become... Oh, no. What kind of game have you got me into? You had a long, successful path in the regard and your seats. This your achievements? Honest review. Focus on issues and refuse to attend. That's hilarious. I guess, man. I'm saying this, but this is gonna make me hate this job, I'm guessing. I also want to watch Monkey Man today. Oh, what did I do? Always pay attention, always pay attention. 6 of these bad boys. Encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Play in your spare time. With their hobbies, I guess. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind. This is a funny job we got here. Exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences. Your ideal holiday. Yeah, that. I mean... This is tough. Most important that the government keeps people happy. Well, you can't be happy if you're not safe. I think. Sign your name. Let's go, baby. Put it in. Fake blood. Day 6 already. My life's flashing by. Okay, this is gonna be the end of my day. I'm getting tired of work, man. It's already been 1 hour of work. It's day 6. That's... How much more do you want? Well, no problem. What's going on? Should I go get Sam? I'm so sorry. Chris Sanders, I need a favor, and you're the only one I can ask. No problem. What's going on? Should I get Sam? Like, you already know? They must have seen all this crazy advanced stuff. The Assets and Wealth Act. They're taking people hard-earned money to fund the lazy. It's bullshit. Hard-working man, forget that, dude. I should stop working, right? Look at this. I'm sorry, man, but taking from the rich to help the poor doesn't sound so bad. That's awful, but I'm sure how I can help. People like me, we're going to lose everything. People like me, we're going to lose everything. What does this mean, guys? Help me out here. I'm not saying that others don't have stupid money, but they can afford it. No idea what that. They're going to take out everything. I need a favor. I need to borrow your password. My password? Why? I gotta remember these answers you're telling me. Cares too much. Forget that dude. He cares too much. Which guy? This. Okay, it's upstairs in the safe. Let me go get it and you can take it. Sure, there's another way. It can't be that serious. Alright, I gotta treat your children like they were my own. Family, does that mean that it's against? Well, this isn't the only 2 answers. That's what life is. What do you think? I can't give you my fucking password, dude. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you. Yeah, but you can't. I can't just give you my password because you've done right by me. I don't expect you to give me a fucking passport if you've, you know. All right. Family's I guess this isn't Fast and the Furious today, but that now I want to watch a real family movie. The Knot in Your Stomach Titans. Why? Grabbing the da-da-da-da. Day 6. What the hell? Is this even the same game I was just playing? What's up, Monita? Hell. Okay, well, we'll get rid of those. It's not easy. Day 8 already. Oh, shiza. Okay, this is it, bro. I'm gonna crash out after this. How much more can I take? This is it. Hell yeah. Thank you for this rec. Soup Game, aka Sweet Tooth. Talk soon. Hit me up about whatever, you know. Oh shit, I gotta answer this, but you know, music stuff. Whatever comes up, let me know. I just I'm all over the place this year. I've been having a different type of year. And thank you for joining. This is going to be the last level anyway. I kind of remember. Bottom 4 plugs. Which was right here. Oh, shh. Should we play? Is this toy safe? That sounds funny. That's definitely what we're gonna do.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them. And that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in.
Bro, I definitely chose the wrong advert. I'm gonna tell you that much. What game is it's called? Not for broadcast. Rigo, it's probably on the consoles.
Not the best source.
That's why I love PC, dude, and I bought this for like $2. It's probably like 25. Here we go.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main head
And I'm Chris Tosh.
Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week,
Go ahead, director.
we ask exactly who's leading this chart. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker.
I died. Go ahead, director. Okay, now I really will. Now that try to. Okay, I am fired, dude. Here, let's try again. This is my first day on the job, dude. We go for this game. Horizontal's probably better. Some games, well, I guess it's always probably better because gameplay. You'll be fired. Rigo, I want to hear you do this Australian accent. Okay, I really have to focus this time.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Hilarious.
10 seconds, everybody.
Okay, 10 seconds. Well,
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5.
what else can I do though?
3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old,
What?
Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated
Oh my
with the
God.
highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture.
Australian.
Markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon,
I'm not
Sophia
sure what I'm
announced a
doing.
children's toy named Mr. Snugglehearts. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs.
I don't get
The
it.
footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny may have been
Hilarious.
a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And Griever's bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach?
Scare them.
A mega move for the group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh. not easy, Rigo. Okay.
In the wake of the government's swift announcement,
There we go, Rigo.
we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
This is a tough job.
Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next step in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is Right, Jeremy.
Ooh.
We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their
That was-
house for no brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going
If I look away, I won't.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always
Man, now we're gonna get...
That the Wealth and
What?
Act has made more than 90%
What is he anging me for?
and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people.
Why am I losing?
But it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've
Go
mobilised
up.
the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth
There we
Act
go.
is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates.
Okay.
Like opiates, see?
Can we
Good.
get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals.
Come on, give me that raise. Night one.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time.
Oh, it shows me.
What does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious.
Let's
and to move
go.
forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Meghan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Joe.
How do I go off air?
I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan.
Oh my gosh.
To you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
When you can strengthen,
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
we believe your skin deserves the best. So the new formula actively removes harsh chemicals from your skin.
Almost forgot the commercial part. I didn't know how to pull the plug. You have to put the commercial on. What?
I'm just saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said a bit of wording, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
10 seconds, let's go.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team.
What are they trying to tell me?
Social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
Oh, that was close.
On the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice.
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try.
Come on, we need audience to go back up.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Let's go.
Barely keep up with demand, Jeremy.
What's that?
There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
Not a good time at all.
I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on.
How do I...
The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be...
This is not
concerned
easy.
about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need
Wow.
legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson.
Hilarious.
Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Joined by police chief.
Oh, shit.
A man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
Oh, I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of the community.
I accidentally pressed Windows.
Through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife.
No.
Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore?
Thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore?
Come on.
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay.
This is a very stressful game. We're gonna try again though. Okay, alt is tough. Don't want to set the world on fire. I do wanna play day 8.
I'm just saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said a bit of wording, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
I'm ahead of the game.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and
What
order
is
in our
this?
country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for...
Amazing.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country.
I was given a verbal. You...
Just to try and cope with the case.
I'm about to lose this job day 1, bro.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on.
Let's go.
Local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson. Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation
That was
to
tough.
relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong?
Simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. The Bible, look,
Man.
clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, a bloody gimp's escaped.
Oh, I missed it.
Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was staying the batters.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. Back you go. Back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
I'm losing my mind.
Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
This is not
I'm
easy.
not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gimp space. Naughty.
Actually, let him see it.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality.
I'm gonna watch Monkey after the
And
monkey.
finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and
Well,
menacing a swamp.
the people are gonna love this one then.
Which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us
Hilarious.
what's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible.
To keep bleeping his
First,
name.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, little Chris,
Oi, oi.
and Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
Way better.
Love, Titwank Tony's on the news.
Little.
Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
Sopen!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this?
Sopen!
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh? Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Oh, it's a good time.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we
It's like the Spice World movie. Yeah, camera guy right now would be way easier. But if they pay me the big bucks,
train of thought there a little. Seem to have lost our Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away.
Can I show some?
After these messages.
1 minute back, everybody. That went well.
Piss.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music,
Why is it doing that?
you can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't know, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip: when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
With the Go-Getters, you can be sure that your children will be well equipped in the march towards progress.
Let's have it on her.
After all, there's nothing better than moving forwards. The Advanced Go-Getters. Forwards together.
Welcome to Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets
Oh
Network
my.
Act, a team of inspiring
You
young
walked
people
her.
from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
This is not easy, bro.
Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said,
This is not a game.
actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but
As
you're
a
maths
toi.
teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
thanks.
Hilarious.
It's theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle believed I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
Hilarious.
Suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of
Which
career.
one?
My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like
Amazing.
maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grants?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly, but we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. I'm not sure I can take another day at this Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears. Another day of fears.
It's hilarious.
Corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary.
Oh, heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you. And I don't have any friends of my own.
Hilarious. This is like that, what was it? The Hot Pockets with Zac Efron and, Got my face. Oh shit. What is that 1X?
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said me
Let's go.
can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
It's funny and kicking my ass.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist.
Gary the Fist. Gary the Fist.
The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner?
Where's my...
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
That's true.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council
Estate. Oh, this is better than Hamilton. Hard on the council estate. Yeah. I thought they were talking Japanese. There's the team. Wrong guy. Nailed it. Ooh. Now what?
Night on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant!
was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
And they just a belief about adequate paychecks.
Oh, someone please get these.
The art human-like voice to keep them company when you can't.
Complete. There we go. Telethon unlocked.
And his incredible real-action eyes.
Okay, that's enough for today. We can't do a telethon today. YouTubes and Twitches. Okay, bye-bye Facebook. Bye-bye other Facebook. Oh, there's one thing left though.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
There we go. Now I have to also end this one. End it. End that one.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Okay, well that was pretty fun, guys.
Is lying to you.